Hi there, I'm Don Klein, and this is my wife, Perry Klein. I have some very important issues to discuss with you today in this 12-part series. This is pretty serious stuff, and it needs our full attention. I'm sure you will see why. The first segment is about 9 minutes long, but the rest are only 2 or 3 minutes each. Unfortunately, I found my voice doesn't hold up if I talk very long, so I've asked Perry if she would be willing to fill in for me. She has very graciously agreed, so I will turn it over to her. Thank you for joining us.
Someone contacted Don recently and suggested he should get on board with the so-called red flag laws, also known as Extreme Risk Protection Orders, ERPO. He said not just no, but hell no. Why came the startled reply from a person obviously unprepared for that answer? Shouldn't the police be able to take away the firearms of someone who is mentally unstable and a threat to others? No. The police should not be able to take away the firearms of anyone without due process, and due process requires a conviction in a court of law for criminal conduct. If there is probable cause of criminal conduct, the police can take the individual away for trial, but taking his property is robbery under the color of law and should be prosecuted as such. There are several problems with red flag laws, and the first is that the police already have the power to detain someone who is mentally unstable and a threat to others by detaining the person, not robbing him of his property. Red flag laws are just another scam to justify violating our right to keep and bear arms. Wannabe tyrants, usually of a Marxist-Leninist persuasion, are always looking for an end run around our Bill of Rights, and red flag laws are a sucker play. Here's the thing these advocates for red flag laws hope you don't know. Our rights are at law. They do not exist at equity, which requires a contract of some kind, the terms of which are adjudicated in civil equity court. In the enforcement of red flag laws, the victim is not a defendant in a court of law. He is a respondent in a civil proceeding. He has no fundamental rights in civil court, a court of equity, other than those established by the contract. We do not have our right to keep and bear arms by contract. We have our right to keep and bear arms by law. If the victim of this tyranny accepts the jurisdiction of a civil court, and he most certainly should not, he cannot claim rights. I cannot and do not give legal advice. But the first thing out of my mouth in a court of equity would be, Your Honor, I claim all my rights at law, including my right at law to keep and bear arms. I claim my right to be secure from equity jurisdiction over my rights. I would say that in full knowledge that I might be faced a long slog through the appeals process. But I'm confident I would win it eventually. On the other hand, fearing an adverse precedent, prosecution might very well drop the prosecution on the spot. They can sucker another victim next week. I'll say it again. Red flag laws are nothing but a scam to give tyrants another method by which our right to keep and bear arms can be destroyed, and with it, all the other rights it protects. If a person shows evidence of mental instability and becomes a threat to others, arrest and prosecute him in a court of law. Leave his right to keep and bear arms alone. Thanks for your time.